think we got them all. I thought it was Ram? The other okay. Ram instead of Rom. Ram. Thanks, man. See you, Nick.
Hello and welcome to Draw 5 of the DCC 5 and Under Bonspiel. It's a Bonspiel for players who have curled for 5 years or less. This event leads to a national championship. The winner of the event will get an automatic berth into the national 5 and Under championships. My name is Dave Falco. I'm here joined again by Brian Brown, BB, B Squared, the Beebs. Say hi, Brian.
And we're here live from Denver Curling Club in the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado. Glad you're around. We should have a good match here. Sheet B is our fifth draw of the night, of the evening, of the day. It's been a long one, but we're going to get through this one.
This is the last of the quarterfinals for the A event. So all of these teams that you're watching, both of these teams are still alive for that national title berth. We've got Team Lipschitz from Denver to Eric Mason, Chad Bolter, Kurt Ensberger, and Adam Lipschitz. And then Team Ram from Madison, Wisconsin, one of 4 Madison teams here, Justin Ram, Scott Moss, Ryan Hood, and David Dickinson. Welcome in. The first end is already underway. Got the stream started. It looks like about a half an end late, but with a single rock in the house for Team Lipschitz out of Denver already. Team Ram's playing a hit on it, probably hoping to roll away here behind a corner guard. Looks close to the guard.
Yeah, a little skinny on that one, but
One's going to get at least 5 feet of curl if it's going to make it back to center line. We'll start to see his outside sweeper going here probably pretty soon. Try to get a piece covered. A lot of players getting, as you might have seen on that last hit attempt by Team Ram, getting a little more curl out of their hits than expected. Even control and hit weights seem to be moving pretty good, which makes a lot of shots possible. You know, curl and speed, that leads to a lot of interesting shot making usually.
looks like Team Ram's going after this one.
Yeah, made the adjustment on that one, took a little more ice, and are able to get around that center guard and pick out the Denver's. What's going on, A, B, and C? This is draw 5 in the last end of the day. Brian and I have been on all of them, so we might be a little loopy at this point. Please forgive any misspeaking here.
It's been a long day. We're on about hour 11.
Oh, we currently have 11 people watching. And probably not listening.
All right, welcome. It's trending a hair outside here. Yeah, little up weight on that one. Didn't quite get the curl he expected. This is the second team we've seen today on Sheet B from Madison, Wisconsin.
Both of which with fantastic uniforms. I don't know if you tuned in and saw the purple team from earlier. Purple Pretenders. Really fantastic purple tracksuits.
Very stylish.
Yeah. Team Ram going a little bit more traditional with their run-back jerseys, but well designed nonetheless.
Did you see the call here, Falco? He's not going after that yellow, is he?
No, I
It's
believe
just
he's
a draw.
calling it. Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
a draw. They're expecting a lot of curl here.
All right.
Going to take advantage of that center guard. They have the hammer sign up on their side of the board, but I think I see 2 yellow rocks back there. Oh, no, that's not true because Adam just threw his, right? First skips rock for Lipschitz.
Yep.
So it must be right. I think they have hammer here. But if they don't use that center guard, their opponent will. So I don't mind the call here at all, especially with it being at skips rocks.
A really good line.
Good sweeping. Pulls it in for second or first, I believe. Yeah, that's going to be shot rock.
Yep. Sitting 1-2 at this point.
We've got a Christina Mason in the chat. It says we're listening. Thank you very much. By the second end, I guarantee you'll mute us, but we'll try to last as soon as possible. If this is your first draw that you're joining us, we have an exciting addition here for the live streams in Denver, Colorado. We had a donation from a member of ours that works for CBS Sports that gave us a telestrator. So Christina said hi. So I'm going to say hi to Christina.
So we're having all sorts of fun with the newly acquired telestrator.
We'll also use it for a little bit of actual gameplay, but it's also fun just to goof around. Well, they're trying to outturn come around. I applaud the boldness of that call. Just comes up a little light. Looks like Ram's going to have a draw for 3 here. The only potential danger is it hanging out if he's a little heavy and nudging that yellow rock in, but that's a pretty good sized port, and he's thrown this one already, so throw it with confidence. Full 12 gets you 3.
It should be relatively safe. As you said, he just threw down this side, so even though it's first end, he's at least got one under his belt. I'm trying to get us some intermediate times here, but I'm not doing too well on my timing here. I got a 3-6.
Don't be too hard on yourself, buddy. It's the 5th draw in a row.
There you go.
That's 10 hours of talking if you're keeping score at home.
Yeah, it looks like 3-6 is a good weight.
Which makes it about 9 hours and 45 minutes too much for most people, for the two of us. Great draw. Good opening end for Team Ram. Hangs 3 on the board. As promised, we're going to scan around the ice shed and check out the other sheets. Looks like we're still in the first end on A.
Still finishing up on A. We got 1 yellow on the button. 1 shot. Not sure how many rocks they have left. Team Arizona here has been playing well. Sheet C. Again, no score posted yet. Lots of rocks in play. That's impressive, Dave.
So Team Rock Creek, that's one of our other Colorado teams. We have one other club, actual dedicated club within the boundaries of the state. That's in Lafayette, Colorado. Brand new club, just opened here in December. So that brings us to 10 total sheets of dedicated ice. Really exciting to have those guys. Probably their first bonspiel. So
look at there. It looks like they got 14 rocks in play right now.
There's only 2 missing there, buddy.
Yeah, 13 rocks in play with 1 to go. I don't see how this one could get out of play. So it's going to be 14 rocks in play.
Have to get real skinny.
Yeah. Okay, we'll come back to that. Visit that here in a little bit.
I don't think it's worth it trying to run something in here and trying to get 3. Because this is let's take 2. Got to be full 8 foot. Yeah. Full 8. Yeah. Full 8. Yeah. Well, I think my first one was down. My second there's maybe a touch up.
Lipschitz.
Looks like it was a freeze attempt. Just scoots out the back. Oh, actually he uses that as a pseudo guard there. Maybe if they can get that rock out of play, that red rock on the side of the 4-foot out of play later, they might have a chance to bring that one back in.
Where are we going?
I know our repeat listeners are waiting with bated breath to hear our dietary choices for this draw. Started with donuts and coffee this morning. Then we mixed in some Jimmy John's. I had actually had a salad. I made one good choice today.
Yeah, I was impressed by that.
We had a long stretch where we were waiting for dinner that never came, so it was all candy bars and cookies. And then we had made a last-minute decision to do some Chick-fil-A for dinner. So all around a typical terrible Bonspiel diet. But we're still here. It's really the coffee that's holding us over.
Okay, we got the second rock here for Team Lipsis. I believe this is Kurt, if I'm not mistaken. Relatively new curler. I believe I had him and I learned to curl within the last year and a half. Oh, slight wick off of that.
Just heavy again. They've got a collection of yellow rocks in the back there, but they're going to need to make some headway as red's still sitting two.
Where do you want to hit? Yeah, where do you want to hit?
Ram likes to hit. I don't blame him. Got a 3-point lead early in this game. Don't want to let this one spring into a big end by leaving those hangers around.
Indicating it may be a little hot. Still going to catch enough of this rock, I believe. Yes, he does. Good shot.
Going in the house?
Happy birthday, Lucy.
Happy birthday.
Oh, you guys need at least 5 more.
Okay.
Birthday girl Lucy Bradshaw went 2-0 today. She's still alive in the A bracket. Member of Denver Curling Club and also my mixed doubles partner. So Ram played a nice double out the back, lost the shooter too, so there's no backing for them to jam on later. Unfortunate miss there for Lipschitz, so
Yeah,
probably going to protect this one now.
Eric just got a little wide on him there.
Yeah.
Where do we want to be?
Just a tight guard.
Eric, also a new addition to Denver Curling Club. I had him about a year ago, I believe, and he learned to curl maybe a year and a half.
Man, you get around.
So I've spent a couple hours here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good guy. He's doing some volunteering on the ice crew, which we really appreciate.
That's awesome, man. You're training him well.
Yeah, we're trying.
Looking for a guard here. It's going to slip in. Just pops open a little bit, so accessible to remove. That's what Adam chooses to do here.
Looks like he's calling for the double and Barry. Looks like that just a little bit out on him, but he's going to get that top one.
It's moving in. At least got one. Might catch one out the back. Just by underneath. Well, if Ram's strategy holds suit, he's going to remove this yellow one and leave nothing to chance.
Just control.
It's inside. It's inside.
This pair of red rocks right here is available for a double. If the Ram rock comes to comes to rest somewhere in the top of the forefoot, it might be able to hit and make that double and roll behind some cover.
Yeah, they're getting some good movement on those rocks now, even with a little up weight.
Yep. So yeah, I was alluding to the double and roll. Just gonna come down inside, roll here. Top one goes over the top of that red, and they lose both of them out the back, something like that.
Okay, he's got control plus weight going on that one.
They were sweeping initially, but it looks like Anita has a little curling to do. Might get the double the other way.
Very nice.
He does.
That's going to work out for him. Oh, they got to go hard. Still biting.
Good try. Opens up the full forfeit, though. That was a good result.
This is okay.
Looks like the Madison team is going for a top 12.
They've got that intern path pretty securely blocked on the top of the forefoot, top of the 12-foot rather. Trying to do the same on the other side, but it looks like we're going to be a little heavier.
My first draw.
Adam initially was looking at the hit, but I think thinks better of it, and I agree with him. Going to draw in and try to find some cover back there.
They need this one to dig in a little bit.
Just playing the draw?
I think the draw, I think he'd be happy with a top 12, another blocker.
Yep, top 12, even clipping his own and kind of splitting him a little bit, so there's not
Sure.
as easy of a come around rock. I really like that, actually, if you're able to chip it over and make it less appealing as a guard. I think that's probably my number one shot. But the come around probably works pretty well.
Yep, line! Hard line! Hard line! Hard line! Dig!
Well, he does bury. Very well done. It's
Very
dead
nice.
buried.
Good
Can't
shot.
see that one at all. This is the problem with the come around, however. It gives you some backing to come and sit on. All that Adam has to do is draw around that same rock and freeze to it. And he's got it. And that will be a really hard rock to remove.
He's just needs to play follow the leader here. If he can put one on the nose, that one in the back 8, he'd be in pretty good position, I think, maybe to score 2.
Yeah. I really like in these circumstances not worrying about fully bearing it, but leave a little piece for a teaser.
Sure.
And then that just, kind of baits your opponent into trying to remove it from play and forces a jam sometimes. So
Wait only.
they're running next to it. It certainly doesn't look light.
Yeah, it's got plenty, so just.
Yeah, the vice indicated it looks a little warm.
Sam! What, we're back here. I don't think or even just here.
So they're looking at a spot somewhere in that area. That's a big shadow. That's a wide range of options. But top 8 foot blocking the draw path somewhere where if they hit a nose hit, then the back red one is still shot rock. I think is the ideal spot for that one.
We have a new tool here.
What does circle wheel do?
They want something in this vicinity.
Oh, gotcha. It's got a little seismic activity there.
Yeah, I think anything around there they'd be happy with.
Oh, new tool. Amazing.
Compliments of Emmy award-winning Chris Notari.
Switch!
Added the circle function for us.
Yeah, straight. Yep.
Sweeping, really trying to get it on. Doesn't quite do that, but it does make the come around a little harder. Closes off the forefoot area just a bit.
So Adam facing 3 with the hammer.
Opting for the in-turn draw this time. He just threw the out-turn. I think more often than not, I like throwing the same turn twice in a row, but whatever makes you feel comfortable in the hack is usually the right call.
I agree. The in-turn, you're going to have to get fairly close to that guard.
Yeah. He needs to almost grab a piece of the 4-foot blue circle in order to score here. Not too close to the guard yet. They're watching it.
Yep.
Weight looks pretty good. Just a little out there.
Line's not bad. He's definitely going to reduce a couple here.
They really like the weight, and it comes to rest. The second shot. It's going to be one more for Ram,
Okay.
but a good shot to cut him down. He was facing 3 red rocks with that shot. So
Good reduction there.
all right, we got a score on the board for. I really can't see those. Team Myra over the.
Not a full list, so it's be hard to find one there.
All right, I'm going to go.
We'll
take a
find
peek.
that team
I'll
out.
get a little closer
Go over to
what
sheet
Jack
C.
did. The Team Myra's going to lead 2 rip. Likewise, Team Rock Creek is up 2-0 over Rocky Music on sheet C. And those are the 3 games we have for you.
Back to first rock for Team Ram. So he's
Yes, hard! Really hard, guys, really hard! Really hard, guys. All the way to it.
The Spring Sweepers are the opponent for Team Myra on sheet A.
okay.
We'll keep you every end we'll try to give you some updates as far as those go.
Yeah, wherever you can. That's the line, little.
Same side.
I've got one. All right. So I just got the stream going for the USA women's team at Worlds. They have essentially what amounts to a play-in game with their last round robin game against Denmark, both of which are fighting for one of the final playoff spots at Worlds in Prince George, British Columbia. So I'll try to give you some score updates in there. I know you'd much rather watch this event than that, so I'll try to do the best we can for you to keep you informed.
Yep. Hurry! 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 Hurry!
And it's 2-0 USA after 2 ends. First rocks of the third end underway.
Yeah, I missed that foul goal. Is that Christensen?
Yep, Corey Christensen. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Taylor Anderson, Vicky Persinger, Sarah Anderson, and Corey Christensen. Again, this game is amounts to a play-in game to get the women into the one of these teams is going to advance to the playoffs for U.S. women, or I'm sorry, World Women's. Madison's got a clean end going here. Just playing a nice open hit. By 2. Adam's going to have to get pretty creative at this point with no guards if he's going to score multiples here.
Hey, Adams is calling for the hit there. Expect Madison to come back and take out the yellow.
It was a good open hit. I don't know, going to need a little bit more than that if he's hoping to claw back into this one, but it's good to get a couple makes under your belt.
Might lose the shooter on this one. It's curling pretty tight here.
And indeed, that's what happens. Just spills out a little more of that rock, and it might jam on that one on the side yellow. If you, on the overhead, it's just out of view, but I think that if you run right into the side of that, it catches a piece of the rings.
I believe he called the freeze on this one. Be a nice shot. One of the most difficult shots in curling,
That's
I
right.
feel.
Stop it right on one specific spot.
Like our game at all.
Great weight.
Really close, yeah.
That's why
very
it's
nice
so
shot.
hard. You got to nail both the line and the weight perfectly.
Yep, just a half a rock off.
Yep. And that's what makes it hard, right? Is that, you know, if you're gonna be heavy, that means it's gonna run straighter. So you're probably not gonna get all the way to the face of it. So you're also going by at that point. It's very rare that you're heavy and narrow. So that would be the best miss, is if you're a little tight with that extra weight, so you actually make contact and rearrange that rock. But that's seldom the case. Usually, if you're a little heavy, you're also going to miss it on the narrow side.
Almost even. The yellow maybe a touch higher. Good chance here Madison might lose theirs, but I don't
It's
think
hanging
they're
out
real
there, isn't
concerned.
it? They're not getting a lot of curl out there.
Yep, he did. Okay, so
Now that covers a piece of the yellow rock.
is now the time to split them apart.
Yeah, in our previous game, we saw another Colorado team often play to the same side when they had one in the rings, and it really didn't work out for them. Playing to the same side just clumps the rocks together, makes life a little bit more difficult for keeping both of them around. Obviously, you want to preserve your rocks, so splitting here is the way to go.
Yeah,
You
got
know,
a
there should-
intermediate time of 3:65 there, so that should be pretty good weight.
You know, I stand corrected. I must have had the playoff format wrong for Women's Worlds. There's 6 teams that are being listed as qualifiers, so this game is probably just for seeding between USA and Denmark right now.
Oh, half a rock too far.
Yeah, just slides through. Not an automatic shot for Ram on this one. Looks like he's trying to pick that yellow out from behind his red rock. Where it would also be, he could use his own to eject that yellow one out.
Sure.
Yeah. Play something like this. Hope to hit the high side. Red one rolls out like that. And then the yellow one shoots out here, leaving that existing red rock probably still in the house.
Pretty
if you
much
hit
where
on
it
the high
is.
side, yeah. But he's playing the insert a little bit higher degree of difficulty, but if you do that, come down here, and you do catch a good piece of it, you get a roll over here, and you
Roll to the center.
separated
Yep.
them, and the force is on at that point. We've seen these rocks off the center line really move, but he's thrown a good amount of weight at that one. Maybe he got it back to the center line just a hair.
Same ice good view.
Yeah, I think with a 4-point lead, that's just an unnecessary degree of difficulty risk, but we'll see if it costs him. Adam's got another chance to split the house here. If he throws the same line, he's also got that yellow one for backing.
He does.
I think if he comes down right here and uses the backing, even if he hits it, I think he catches a piece of the rings. It won't be second shot, but can worry about that later.
Oh, wait. Mine's a little tight, but I don't care. Just get it in.
I believe this weight looks a little bit better. Still a. He's going to hang around. Maybe. Tough call on that one. Not sure if that one's in or not.
That's real close. Oh, we got another shout out really quick.
Same weight.
Got a special lady on the line
Ooh, Emmy.
commenting right now. Emmy is there. Hi, babe. She's not a curler. Purely emotional support. That's a big ask tuning into a live stream from Denver Curling Club just to listen to her with pretty much zero interest in what happens in the game.
Yeah, that's impressive.
She's a keeper.
Okay.
So overcompensates on that one. If we do have a yellow biter back there, this is a draw for 3. That would get him right back in it.
Okay. Thank you, Tom Whitman, Ice Crew, checking out for the evening.
Thank you guys for your help.
After a long, hard day's work. Great ice, guys. Thank you.
What's Pirate's favorite letter?
What is a pirate's favorite letter? I do not know.
R.
You might think so, but a pirate's first love is the sea.
Okay.
Oh, leaving on a high note, Tim.
On that note, the ice crew is out.
All right, yeah, just pull off. You're good.
Tim's
Okay.
gave us some gems today. I think his one earlier was what's a favorite curler's favorite food? The takeout.
Takeout, sure. Is this one going to hang on? It did. Don't know if it's 2 or 3. I think of the way they kicked that as 2. I think that yellow is
It was pretty
just
confident.
out.
No measure on that one.
Yeah.
Kurt's going to hang it here. Yep, 2 yellow.
Okay, 2 yellow.
Score of multiples. That's a good start. Getting him back in
See
here.
if we have any change on sheet A. We do have a score of 1 in the second end.
Watch yourself, everybody.
Just hit myself in the mouth with the mic.
We're in tight quarters here. It's perilous.
High is good. Like, honestly, like biting is perfect.
All right.
Did you catch the name of that?
Yeah, it's the Spring Sweepers. They
Spring Sweepers.
They get forced to a single in the second end, but
TCC.
close the gap.
Okay.
2-1. Still
Yeah.
Team Myra sitting 3 right here.
Sitting-
So we could be looking at a score, but we'll let you know as soon as
Yeah.
that happens.
Could be a big end for Myra.
It's yellow. It's Hammer Team's first skip rock on that. See, and then on sheet C, still a score of 3-0. It is. You're blocking the scoreboard. Sorry, I don't recall what the opponent is, but they're up 3-0 over Rocky Music. Oh, that's the Rock. I'm sorry, that's the Rock Creek.
That is the
Creek
Rock
team.
Creek team.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had a heartbreaking loss in their first one, so they dropped down to the B event, but it looks like they're rebounding really well here.
Left line. Whoa. It's got a bite. High is good.
Yeah, nice center guard for the first Rock.
Yep. Line. Hard line. Hard.
That's a really good spot.
Hard.
Fortunately, this is not the world, so that is a legal move there, taking that guard. Has
Yeah,
been interesting watching that. That's the first time I've seen this. And
if you're familiar with the free rock zone, we've got or free guard zone rather. We play typically a 5 rock free guard zone, meaning the first 5 rocks thrown can't be, or only the 5th rock thrown. After the 5th rock thrown, can you manipulate or remove guards from play? In Women's Worlds, any of those rocks that are touching the center line can't even be moved, so it eliminates what's been pretty common, which is the tick shot of moving those guards around since you can't move out of play. So changing the game a little bit, we've seen some unique strategy result from that. But not here at the 5 and under. That probably won't hit this level for a year, for a couple of years.
Madison's just trying to go through the port here. Bury one behind that corner guard.
Hurry! Hurry!
Really close.
Yeah, a couple reasons for that. They have last rock advantage again back on this end after the score from Denver. So using the corner guard, keeping the center uncluttered, and it's also their own rock. So running that back doesn't do the yellow team any good because it's still going to be a red rock in play.
Very nice shot. Rocker two deeper probably than he would have liked, but regardless,
Yeah.
good
Adam-
outcome.
Adam trying to take advantage of that depth with a freeze attempt here. It looks kind of heavy and wide on this one. Something good could happen with his guard here if he makes contact.
Line's really good. Okay, make sure it's full 12. Yep. Yep, hard. Can't hurt it. Hard. Hard.
You like firm or you want normal?
Okay, normal.
Firm, okay.
Faster, it's gonna be okay. Shot. Shot out.
Yep. Whoop. Yep, yep. Yep.
So Ram Hammer team sees that center guard as a threat and decides to take care of it with a peel there. Another shot for Adams' team. Team Lipschitz to draw in behind that corner guard and take that red rock away by freezing to it, or at least drawing on top of it. Line's a little better on this one. They've got a brush down, so I think the weight's going to be a little better too. Just trying to stop. Ran with the defensive sweep here, and it comes to rest for shot rock. It's open, but it makes them make a play on it.
Looks like a good line here. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, good sweep to make contact with that when they lose the shooter. And Adam's going to have one more shot at this come around at least. See if we can put that weight in line together. It's the magical combination. It turns out you have to do both things, both direction and weight.
Yeah.
It helps. Just a quick update from Worlds. Denmark, Skip Halsey just makes a very good lightweight come around tap to line 2, so it's tied up after 3, 2-2. U.S. gets the hammer back, playing 4.
Hard, go hard.
Really scrubbing this one. I think it's going to come up just a little light. Really good line.
Yeah, line's better in this one. It's in a dangerous spot if you're red. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Ram play make a play on this one. He's gesturing to the rolling away with the in-turn. There's a definite jam possibility on his own if he does that. Over curls a little bit much. Do you like anything else here?
You know, this is a close call because, like you said, he could jam on that red. If he catches it any thinner, he's going to go over the top of the red, but I think he'll lose his shooter.
Right.
Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go. Whoa, Ryan.
He's going to get to nose. I think it goes
So
by.
he's going to be safe there.
Yeah. That rock is inching in towards the center line. Adams looking at the out turn, but I think we just threw 3 straight in turns. I think that's another shot at the burying one here is a good chance of either stealing or at least forcing the team from Madison, which would be a great result. I got to imagine you're coming into this end still down 2, either wanting to steal or force. Early enough in the game that a force of 1 is a good result for them.
Gotta go.
They're scrubbing like crazy. Line looks really good.
Got to go really hard. I think they got it around.
Got a bury now for Shot Rock. That one's going to turn out great.
Very nice shot.
Shot Rock undercover. Well, that's why Ram wanted to roll away off that guard, but it was just a really hard shot to both roll away and not jam and stay in.
Try this. Yeah. If you just peel it, that's fine. I gotta throw like firm.
Team Lipsis couldn't ask for much more on that outcome. I believe that was Kurt. He just threw that nice, perfect white draw. Taper the guard.
Yeah, one thing on that shot that it's good to keep in mind, even though everybody wants to, completely bury a rock, sometimes that's not always the best outcome. They left a piece of the in-turn available and now that they're playing this run back, if they had fully buried it, it would even be an easier shot for this run back. Not that they're ever easy, but because they have to avoid that other corner guard, then it makes it a little scary playing full enough to get that dead on the nose. And you'll see that they did miss to that outside. So fully buried isn't always the best outcome. Adams got one in a really good position here. Let's see if he can cover it up.
So what do you like here? Is he going to guard it up or take that red one out, make him chase? Or
He's calling an awful lot of weight. I think I like placing one right there.
I like that.
It's narrow.
It looks like
How
he's
about weight though?
I think he's calling weight for the freeze, or calling line for the freeze, at least.
Keep it coming all the way.
This one looks like they're scrubbing to get it around the red guard, so maybe drawing in for a second counter. He's
Gotta clear that guard.
Well,
Okay.
not a terrible result. They're sitting 2. This rock's going to be really hard to deal with if you're red, because you have that red stone behind it as backing. And you'll see that there's not, once Ram moves out of the way, you'll see that there's not a lot of air between those 2 rocks. So getting to the inside and getting a protected position under that guard is going to be a little tough.
It is. I think he's looking at running his own red here. He might just be going after the
Yeah, I think
top
he's going
4-foot yellow, right?
straight at it, yep. But there's a good chance it stays open. Coming around and get into the inside of this one with any kind of weight to get the flop this way. That's
Sure.
It's a big ask.
And if it tracks a little bit, stays a little high, it could definitely jam on his own red.
think you have to deal with this rock. I think that you probably can throw a hack at the most at this one.
Whoa!
Yeah, to your point, it is hanging a little bit. You're trying to brush the curl side and make contact, which I think they have a piece.
He's going to get enough of it. No. That's. Yeah. Okay, got enough of it.
Removes yellow from play. Yellow still has one shot. This guy right here. And it looks like Adam's calling for the intern draw, which they've thrown. I think this is going to be the 5th intern draw in this thing, so it should have a good idea on speed and line here at this point. Buried the last one, so let's do it again.
Looks like we had a big end on sheet 1 here.
20 line.
And 3 on sheet A. Got to work hard to get this one around. I think they
they're
did it.
by.
I think.
Oh, see if they can get it.
Very
first,
good. That
first shot. Not quite deep enough.
Not quite.
Really good effort. They had the line down perfectly on that one. They just needed about another 2 feet of weight. So now, oops.
Yeah, they're really looking at going after this yellow. Now they're looking at other options.
Yeah, playing the draw, they just need to touch forefoot, trying to get in here. They were looking at this hit at first. They don't really have to worry about the backing as long as they got the inside roll off of it, but he's elected not to take that on, just in case he was on the outside. If he was ever on the outside and rolled out, red goes out the back, and now
That could be trouble.
Yellow's sitting 2. So I like this. I think it's a high percentage shot. It has very little risk involved in it. I guess the only thing that could go wrong is over curling and touching that yellow, but I still don't think it raises it in for a second shot. So good assessment by the team from Madison here. I think they landed on the right call.
Yeah, the safest by far, I think.
Plus, I'll tell you from experience, having an open draw to the button as a skip, with only drawn against one, that's a pretty comfortable feeling. You get a little practice for the higher pressure, higher leverage situations down the road.
Looks pretty good.
You got it. You got it. Hurry. You got it.
It's a nice draw there.
Really good rock. Yep, sweepers judged that one well. Ram hangs one on the board. It's going to be 5-2 going into the 5th end, just after halfway here. Go and check on A. You said there was a bundle that they scored?
It looked like it.
Oh, you're not kidding.
There we go.
5 points for team Team Myra. They rebounding off a tough one this morning. Spring sweepers looking at uphill battle here.
The weight looks a touch heavy. Hold on. Wait. No.
Okay, we still have a tight one here on sheet C.
Yeah.
They're in the 5th end. They just haven't hung the 4th.
Yeah, we'll wait to see
Check
how they
back on that one.
How they hang that one. We'll let you know.
So I took my little nephew to the park the other day, and we're coming home, we're walking home, and he said, "Uncle B, I'm hungry." I said, "Okay, Andy, what do you want?" Kentucky Fried Chicken, he says. Okay, well, it's only a block and a half away, so we go to KFC, and I said, what do you want, Andy? He said, I want the kids' meal. So I tell the lady, can I have one kids' meal, please? And she said, chicken wing or a leg? And you got your options there. So what do you want, Andy? Leg or a wing? I want a leg. He said, okay. One kid's meal with a leg. She asked me, what side? And I was kind of confused for a minute. I'm thinking, left side or right side? Is there a difference? I got the left side of the leg, I guess. And she said, no, sir. I mean, which side? Do you want potato wedges or coleslaw? I got a little confused there for a minute.
Well,
Red's going to run into their own here. A little wide. Not a bad outcome. Guest visit here by Karen Getz, one of the top volunteers at Denver Curling Club.
bird watcher extraordinaire. Karen, did I tell you I saw a great blue heron the other day? I saw a great blue heron the other day. Yeah. Yep, flying around Harvey Park. Yeah, it's really cool. There's a lake there. Yeah.
Okay. So you're a bird person? Okay, you can tell me if this is true then. I heard that the difference between, what were the two birds? A raven and a crow. The tail feathers. And they're called, I was under the understanding that those were called pinions, those tail feathers, and I can't remember which. One of them had 8 pinions, and the other has 9 pinions. So the difference between a raven and a crow is a matter of opinion. So I don't know if that's true or not, but
and we just lost 2 more viewers.
And there they go. Yeah, sorry about that, folks.
You sold that one better than you sold your KFC.
Just looking for some verification.
Nobody's safe around here. You think you're just helping out, volunteering, taking out some trash? And you
yep, and you're subject to that.
Subject to that.
Okay, Madison's looking good here with one on the button, one top 4.
Those aren't set up in the worst way for the Denver team from Denver here.
They're not.
Could hit this one a little high side, and then play the double. And you might save your shooter, and those 2 reds go out over the top.
Right.
Over curling just a bit. It's going to miss the back one, which is good. Does the shooter stay? Not quite. Good effort. Didn't miss that one by much.
What did I have on that last one?
Corey Christensen just made a raised double to life 4 with 1 more to come from Denmark. Corey has hammer, so we'll see what kind of bailout shot DuPont has from Denmark to try to save this end. It could be a big one from U.S. on the way. We'll let you know.
Hey, Eric Mason getting ready for his shot here. And try to tuck one around and sit on top of the red.
Looks like he's coming with a bit of weight. Moving that red rock off that off the button wouldn't be the worst thing if they can get it by here. It is curling plenty.
It is.
Coming
Looks
up
like
on that guard in a hurry.
Really good
Oh,
shot
he
by
gets
Eric.
by. Excellent shot. Very, very good. Yep, we're getting so much movement here, even with a little bit of weight, that it's possible to access those, even with a nice 2 guard up there.
Really good shot by Eric.
Reed, this is okay.
Yep, Team Lipschitz now sitting shot rock. They probably want more than one here,
These are up here.
but that certainly goes a long way to helping them out.
I missed the USA Denmark shot. It looks
Yep.
like she
DuPont
eliminated
removed
one red.
one of their rock, but it left Corey an open shot for 4. So
Open
this could
draw for 4.
blow the game wide open here. Taylor Anderson, Vicky Persinger, heads down. They're going hard.
Gonna have to keep going too. It looks.
Yep.
Yes, line.
Oh,
Hurry, line.
Sarah Anderson's out there to help.
No problem.
Just enough.
Hurry!
Yep, gets full 12 for USA. It's going to be 6-2.
Right here.
6-2 after 4 ends.
Okay, and Madison, Wisconsin just returned the favor there with a nice come around. Tap that yellow back.
It's way out. Okay. Maybe a little more in. If it's hot,
Well, in the world of infinite possibilities, how do you feel about yellow playing this? Catch this red one pretty thick. Maybe the red goes through the hole.
Okay,
They're not throwing that shot, so we'll never know.
they are not going with
Instead,
the
they'll
outturn.
Outturn draw, trying to freeze on that shot stone. A little wide and heavy.
I like your idea with the amount of curl that they're getting, even on things that are little up weight.
Yeah.
I think you could have gotten enough curl.
I suppose freezing
up here's okay.
covers
Right now, I believe this is hammer for. Or do they have one more rock after this?
No, it's
Madison.
this is
Team
not.
Ram. Oh no, we're
this
still
is
on
not a
Vices.
skip shot. Yeah.
we're on Vices.
Where? Yes, yes! Yes! Hurry! Hurry!
A little wick off the guard. Opens things up a bit for Adam to get something around there. Adam's Vice, I believe this is Chad.
go, 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 go. Yeah, go for line. Go for line, yes.
Line is looking pretty good here.
Got to keep on it to get by the top 4.
They do. Okay, a little wick.
Let's see. What do you think?
Yes,
That's pretty close.
really close for shot.
I'm going to say yellow, but I've been known to be wrong before. Shot for now. It's open. Got to negotiate all that shrapnel in the back there.
Yep, he definitely wants to hit it a little on the low side here.
But all he has to do is push this yellow to here, roll the red there. Well, more like there. Oh, it's not doing it. It's a really small screen, folks. So red's there, push the yellow just deep enough out of the 4-footer.
Right.
He's sitting 3 and blocking both drop pass. So certainly an available shot for him. Pretty delicate. They're on it. The line looks really great to me.
They need to get a little more curl here. Looking really good at this point. Okay.
Just as I drew it up. Somebody finally followed my arrows.
They did. They're good listeners. Okay. I'm kind of thinking Adam needs to do some rearranging
Yeah,
here.
I agree. Yeah, it's not looking good. There's not a really good, solid way into a scoring position here.
I mean, really, this is the only point here that could really hurt us. Everything else on this side is not. We can tell where we have room in.
I don't know. It's a little bit of a problem here. What do you like? What are you thinking?
Throw some heat on the right top 4 button. You can hit the red, shoot it through. Lose the one in top 4. You're just probably going to go directly to the right and jam on the red there.
So you're saying
So
here,
hopefully just line 1
Yep.
for red.
Throw a little bit of heat on the high side here.
Yes.
If you catch the top of this red one, that initial object rock could go over the top this way.
Yep.
And then that red squirts through that way.
It could happen.
Yep. And then you leave ideally leave the yellow somewhere in here for use later. I like it. I think that's the best shot to open it up.
Somewhere around 2/3 of the high side. I don't know.
That's
1/3.
that's pretty
yeah.
close.
Yeah.
It's not a screamer, but the line's getting pretty good here. Needs to curl up even more.
That was the idea.
Pretty good. Opens up a nice pocket in there.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a good idea. You got a good inclination there, Brian. There is certainly a way to score now, which is better than it was. I think if you're red, you're just putting that one right back.
I agree.
You're looking at that yellow in off, so if you get here and block the opportunity for yellow to play off this one and into the center, then I think that's pretty good. Yep, they're looking at it, leaving a little higher and covering the
They are, yeah.
inside corner of that one. That's a really good call too. It's a little less precise too, so that makes it a higher percentage make. Mostly a line call on this one. Anything covering the inside portion of this yellow right here, and you're in good shape. So let's use the circle.
They are
wheel.
line 2 right now.
So like here, somewhere in there.
Just a little taparoo. Happy Gilmore, man. It's just a taparoo. All right, so you got to hit it just like tapper on this
Yeah,
line.
red line 3, you think?
Where would you like the line?
Yeah, I think red's line 3. Definitely can't play anything with weight. He might have a draw. It's going to be a tough one.
Tough draw. You can get a little tick off of his own yellow out there.
So
Outturn
easy when you
draw.
draw like this.
Yeah.
I can make these rocks curl as much as possible as I want.
Yeah, go hard, hard. Now go, now go, now go, now go. Now go, now go.
Okay, delicate little outturn draw here for Adam.
Yeah, to get to curl as much as he needs to, he has to throw absolute perfect tee weight. Maybe even top 8 and let his outside brush or carve it a little bit.
Only for weight.
But it's certainly there. We're getting plenty of movement. I actually like the line a lot. We do have the outside sweeper going pretty good at a pretty good clip here. It's clearing the top one.
Looking good.
Looks really good. Threw this one just about as good as he possibly could.
Little wick. Oh,
That's a beautiful draw right
very
there.
nice shot.
Yeah. Well done, Adam. Needed that one to keep him in it. He was looking at a bundle there if he was wide.
Yep, that was clutch.
Excellent draw by Adam Lipschitz. Closes the gap here, 5-3 on our featured sheet. Team from Denver cutting into the lead of the Madison team, who now gets hammer back though, so we'll have to have probably a steal opportunity for Adam. You can take a peek at the other games.
Let's give it a look.
Sheet A looks like we've got another score here from team. Oh man, my brain is fried. Starts with an M.
Yeah,
Myra.
Team Myra.
Myra up a bundle now, 9-1. The outcome of that one, not really in doubt.
We have one red rock on the button here for
For the
DCC
spring,
Club
for
on
the
sheet
spring-
A.
Spring sweepers.
Spring
Might
sweepers.
be too little too late at that point. Got a little bit of a closer match right here. They're playing away, so this is the 5th end. It's 4-1 for the team from Rock Creek over Rocky Music.
Looks like they got a bundle in the house here.
Yeah, going back to that point of when you're having embarrassment of riches in the house, it's hard to find the perfect spot for an additional rock. We're sitting one guarded with a couple other stragglers.
Yeah.
I think 4 total. Looks like Rock Creek's in pretty good shape. in
Rock
this one,
Creek,
too.
they're liking their situation there.
Adam called the guard up on the first one. Looks like it slid to the back of the house. I imagine they want to steal here in the 6th end. Always an advantage to have the hammer in the even end so that you have the last hammer of the game. So it would be my preference to steal here. A forced down 3 with 2 to play is going to be a big ask, especially with this Madison team playing as well as they are.
Team Ram just bringing it on into the 4-foot. See what Adam wants to do with that. Looks like he's gonna
Play the hit.
go ahead and get rid of it. I liked Adam's early sweep call there. If you noticed, he called him right away, so he's on top of that.
Oh, we got an update. The Denver skip is Chad.
We had that wrong. That could be Chad.
Somebody, I'm sure the Chad knows better than we do.
Yep, I think you're right on that.
Our apologies.
It's a hair wide.
Sorry about that. Yeah, the last name of the team threw us off. Usually you name it after the skip.
Yeah, no, you're good there. That was a good call, Falco.
But
That is Chad.
Lipschitz is a more fun name than Mason.
Yeah. That must have been
I
it.
would go with that, too.
That must have been it.
Leave it high, guys. Leave it high. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Denmark just had a little rub there on their hammer shot. So it was a steal of 1 for USA.
Yep, firmly in control at the 5th inning break here. Up 5.
Got plenty of room, guys. Come in a little more. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Got plenty.
Peel attempt on the way, trying to carve that one over. Rides that center line right by. Leaves Den with it a chance to come around again.
See if they can take advantage of this little error.
Line's good. Line's good. Get it here. Yep. Drag it all in. Drag it all in. Go, 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 go. Hard, 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 hard. Hurt. Come around. Same shot.
Drop it down. And the switch. When you call switch, I jump. That's my move. Don't steal my move. Thank you. Like maybe. That's how somebody was just selling a set of stuff. Got plenty of room, guys. Can't go a little bit.
Peel again. This one looks like it's on target. Gonna get rid of that one. Madison really trying to protect their ability to score here in the 6th.
I think Chad called for the guard here. I'm not entirely certain, but looks like a good line.
Really got to move it over here. It's dying. Gonna end up on the center line.
Yep.
Well, Shot Rock's wide open. This is always an interesting call. If you're really trying to score, there's a good case to be made to keep peeling. Especially with the angle on that, you could potentially get both of them out.
That's gonna swing. That's way inside. Way inside.
But
We're gonna play off of
the
here.
opportunity to get rid of the Shot Rock is obviously
Hard,
always
hard.
a draw.
Top guard. Hard.
This one's looking pretty much nose.
Really good line. They might even get a little bit of a
Little
nudge
nudge.
inside.
Very nice. Yeah. Great
Buries a
shot.
piece of that rock.
You gotta go get on in there. Okay? Right here. Do we want to just crash it all up?
Half buried behind the yellow guard, and now again we're looking at one of those situations where a lot of times, especially 2, 3, and 4 year curlers would rather go and hit that as opposed to just giving it a little bump, maybe back 4, back 8. Looks like he's going to come in with the intern though.
We're just gonna take it out.
Take out.
Nope, we're back to the out turn.
Yeah, coming with any kind of weight, there's a risk of stuffing this red one in the back. That would open up the possibility for multiples for Madison. I think that you have to stay committed to the steal here and try to just bump that back, even if you don't get it all the way out of play. Make sure your shooter gets tucked behind that guard.
Yeah.
Line looks really good for the head here.
He's taking it all the
Coming
way
in
out.
nice.
Yeah. He's going to be open, but and there it is.
Yeah, there's the stuff. The way that curls a little less weight, you definitely could have gotten by that one in the back. Did about as well as he could with the weight that he was throwing. That didn't clear the guard by much.
Whoa! Yep, yep! Whoa, whoa,
This
whoa,
one may have picked. It looked like it took a pretty hard left-hand turn there.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times throughout the broadcast today. Rock's just taking off. Gives Chad a chance to guard. He's looking at the freeze. I understand that that eliminates the chance of multiples in this end, but I still think you have to stay committed to the steal here. Running out of game time. Only 2 ends left after this one. What do you think?
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, we're in the, sixth end now, so...
Chad, you want like hacker board? We good?
Looks like he's going to just straight remove it from play. I like it better than the freeze, but not as much as the guard still, I think.
It's coming in time. Here, but right here. It's moving. We got it.
Looks like a pretty good line here.
Really has
Come
to
in
curl.
a little bit more. Might lose that shooter.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Can't see the
hard to
back
tell.
of the house.
Yeah, I was out.
All right. Just got away with it. Well, I think it's the shot, and it gives them the shot for the blank here, which is just going to keep Denver in the same situation that they were in this end. So
We're trying to go for the inside. Small out.
lets the Madison skip off the hook a little bit too, forces him not to have to play a lower percentage shot with his last.
Okay.
Sure. You know, I wouldn't have minded just trying to put one behind that red guard. You know, Chad shot.
Yeah.
Split them up. Force them to one.
Yeah.
And then make a decision.
He has to make this hit and stick. Also, can't roll out at that point.
Yeah. If he does make a mistake, he end up stealing one.
Yeah, but the red might actually go if we get this right on the edge here. Just like hack the board. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Roll it out.
Might lose the shooter here.
Yeah, that was, I think that was by design.
Yeah.
Blanks it. That's one of the most uncomfortable shots for me, and as a skip is throwing against just one stupid rock in the house and needing to peel it instead of sticking on the nose. If you need me to make a nose hit, tell me to peel it.
Yeah, yep. Yes, hard. Yes.
So what do you think? Do you subconsciously throw it harder in that situation, or
I
try
think
to
that,
scale it back?
I think that you're looking at the outside of the rock, saying that the worst case scenario would be an air ball, and so you pinch it tight, and then you end up catching too much of it. I think that's the miss that I most often make. Seems easy enough, but those are the ones that.
Can we throw the other side?
Okay, Team Madison just trying to eliminate or start reducing rocks at this point.
Yep. Yep, hard. Hard.
It's going to be a little wide on this one, I think.
All right, doors open here.
Leaves Team Lipsus a chance here to guard this up.
Well, I think the highlight of my day was when Chris Atari compared me to Jim Nance.
Yeah.
It was only because of my choice of beverage placement near the expensive audio equipment.
I'd
But
say, yeah, that
nonetheless,
was
it
it.
was the same sentence that both of our
Okay.
names were spoken.
Get hard. Get hard. Get hard.
So Jim Nance must have a penchant for placing liquids near
Yeah.
all of his electronics.
That's
huh?
right. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I think that's as far as the comparison goes.
Yep. Hurry. Hurry.
He's got the guard cleared here. Looks like a really nice shot here from Team Madison.
David, you don't mind. I didn't make that shot. I missed it.
Yeah, really well played.
Let it go. Let it go.
Calling for the hit here. Not a whole ton of room between the guard and that object stone, so and he's going to be a hair skinny here.
Yeah. Seen a couple wrecks on that intern side. I don't know if it's moving a lot or they're just getting them going. I know I've been known to dump an intern or two, so it's an easy thing to do.
Well, let's just hope it's not your last one. You like the peel?
Not yet. The bump is okay or up here. All right.
Just missed a very nice wick for Corey Christensen there of Team USA.
Yeah, they're coming out of the break.
Thinned out that yellow rock. She had just a piece to
Yeah. Coming out of the
chip
break
it out.
looking
and
on fire.
Yeah, she's a great shot.
They're throwing with confidence. The later in the week they get, the better they look. They rebounded from a couple losses early in the week, one against Japan that they had in the bag and let slip away in the 10th end, and then another one versus South Korea, which they never really got the engine started on. But they've bounced back and played really well ever since then. Had a huge win against Sweden to ensure their playoff berth last night. So it's fun to watch. Wish those girls a ton of luck here in the coming up in the playoffs.
Eric Mason looks like he might catch the back red here. Nope, he clipped the front. Not quite enough to get it out.
You like the deal?
We've got handshakes over on sheet C here.
Rock Creek
Team
gets
Rock
their
Creek.
first victory, maybe of a Bonspiel ever. I believe they're all first-year curlers.
Come all the way down to it. That's fine.
That's great. It's good to see.
Yeah.
They're enjoying their time here.
Sweep it. It's fine.
Skip's wearing a Packers hat. I don't know if I can get behind that, but other than that, I'm really happy for him.
Yeah.
Little tight. Little tight.
I'm sure there's plenty of competitors here this weekend that'll disagree with me, though. I don't know.
Oh, sure. A lot of Packer fans
Yeah.
around. Being from Wisconsin, I'm still one of them.
Yeah,
Still partial. Oh, sure.
Chad's still calling hits here. I think he's got to, although all day I've been trying to get somebody to throw that little bump weight just to create some backing and sit on top of it,
I hear you there. That's
especially at this point in the game. You just move those around back of the tee line and create a little net to catch your rock later on.
just going to peel that top one here.
Yeah.
So right now, Justin said he doesn't play
Any of them. Any of them. Any one of them's good.
Takes a few years to acquire that knowledge, though. You know, you've got a few years under your belt curling, so.
Oh yeah. 100% agree. That is not. It's not an easy shot. It's not a completely intuitive shot.
The first natural instinct is just get rid of them, get rid of them.
That's right. Especially when they're blocking the top of the forefoot like that.
Are we past it? Yep. Straight. Roll it up. Set up the guard.
Well, I'm going to be a little bit of a hypocrite now, and now I don't mind the hit and roll. Madison pushed their own rock behind the tee line there, and now he's doing the opposite of that again. So I don't know what's going on. It's been a long day. I'm just going to let Chad call the game and be quiet about it. So it looks like a freeze attempt coming here.
I think so. If he can get a little more curl out of this, he can get a nice little bump and a little roll right on top of the red.
If it's there, it looks like a really good line. It's
It
moving
is.
sideways now. Handle's lightening up. Nice shot.
Very good.
Yeah, beauty. Looks like shot rock to me. Perfectly
I
frozen.
think so. Very nice.
Good call, Chad. Good execution.
Like right on the nose is pretty good. Roll! More roll. Whoa. David. Okay.
Okay, is the double there without losing your
Yeah, the double.
rocking forefoot?
It was a good shot by Madison there to eject that backing and roll and sit. Looks like 2. It's really close for that second counter. So what happens with this pair right here that we're looking at? See, the question is if we can throw a double on that one. Looks like if you hit this rock first, really skinny, it will make contact. This will go out this way. That'll go out that way. However, your shooter is going to have a little bit of action up this way.
Sure.
So could be good depending on how thin they catch it. I think you want it as thin as possible, and it could even spin up behind that other guard. So it's certainly there. Definitely, certainly not an easy shot though. And it looks like that's what he's throwing. It's pretty tight ice, so I assume
It
that
is tight ice, yeah.
Chad's going to play some weight at this one.
Got it, Carl. Got it, Carl.
It's trying to get in.
It is.
It's getting better. And it looks really good, actually. I think he's going to get both reds.
Really close. That was a great shot. Even though he didn't quite get that second red one all the way out, that was still well played.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can see that did get a little bit of action back up from the house, and actually ended up in a really good spot, kind of frozen on top of that one. So not a bad effort at all.
No. Very nice roll.
Rams got a little bit of a decision to make here. Mostly about probably what weight to play at this one. He could freeze
Looks like
right
he's
on.
set on go ahead and taking that, eliminating that Yellowstone.
Yeah. He could sit right on top of his red right there and cover up the button and prevent yellow from scoring at all. The other shot he would be able to throw would be some kind of down weight shot. Here, eliminate the yellow, maybe get a roll onto the top. He could do both things at once. That's the Broomore for the hit on the yellow.
That's it.
Get it out of there if it's rolling.
Even if he overcurls and takes care of that guard right there, roll it, peels the guard, opens up that yellow rock, then yellow's going to have to make a play on the shot rock anyway, and he's got a pretty good chance to score. So I like this goal.
That's your best opportunity to score more than one.
Agreed.
Split time on this. It's pretty much control weight.
Yep.
315 on that.
Looks really good. They got to hold it just a bit, but I think they're
Yeah, it
fine.
looks fine. I don't.
It's going to get a big chunk of that yellow
And roll right
and
in
the roll
front.
over. Great shot.
Does set up the double.
Yep. Yeah, we got a double coming in this way. Make contact with that red one. Out the back like that. But the double, I don't think gets the roll also, so we'll probably have a hit back for one, even if the double's made.
Exactly. If it plays out as anticipated, it's going to be Team Lipsus with the hammer in the 8th, down 3. Not impossible, not the greatest spot to be in, but
So per usual, Chad is ignoring my terrible advice and playing the draw instead of the double. I don't mind this at all.
try to freeze on that,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Got a little pocket.
You know what the great shot he made in the, what was that, the 5th end, I believe?
Yeah.
It's basically the same shot that
Looks
he's
like
got to
there's
get now.
there's space for one rock right there.
Coming down.
really has to slow and curl, I think.
Yep, it's trying to get over. Really trying. Just slips past.
Yeah, just a hair
Yep.
outside. That was a good effort.
That didn't miss by much. But
Yep, that.
yeah, 2 feet lighter. And he's he's in really good shape right here. That's not
Yeah, that's.
that's tough. But it was kind of an all-in shot at that point for the steal.
So they gotta-
Unfortunately, he's not rewarded for his boldness there.
We got
Open shot for Ram for 3.
draw for 3 with backing.
Yep. Could be the game at this point with 1 end to play. That would be a 5-point lead.
Well, you know what the monkey said when he got his tail caught in the lawnmower. It won't be long now.
And there go our last 3 viewers.
Gotta be full forward. Gotta be full forward.
Line's good if they can get it there.
Yep. Really going hard.
They are hammering it.
I'm looking.
Yeah, I think they got it. Good scrub.
Excellent shot. Red finds the pocket that Chad was trying to draw to right there. Score of 3. I don't see a concession, so we might play him back.
Yeah, we might be throwing them back. Take a quick peek over here at sheet A.
A couple points in a row there for the spring sweepers.
Got the spring sweepers, yep.
Looks like the 6 just got hung. We're playing away in 7. Skips rocks to play.
Yes, hard.
This, in fact, might be hammer here.
Spring sweepers have 3 in the house right now. So,
They do? Yeah.
and this one
Yeah.
could. Oh, that was a fine shot. They just.
Yeah. Good shot from Myra to take 1. That makes it a 10-3 lead after 7. So they've got a 7-point lead.
Okay. There's that monkey again on sheet A.
Those are the only 2 games still in progress. We had a 3-game set tonight. 2 still to play, both of which largely decided, but I think they're throwing them back for some practice here at this point. Well, Brian, sitting around talking all day is exhausting.
Isn't it? That's a lot of work, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it's been a blast with you, Falco.
Yeah, this has been a good day.
Can't wait till tomorrow. I know you're going to be a little. You got some
Yeah, I'll be here in the
work duties.
I'll
in
be
the
here
morning.
in the afternoon.
And
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not Jim Nance yet, so I got to do other things. This isn't paying
okay.
the bills quite
Yeah.
yet.
I believe I just saw the farthest backward movement of a rock I've ever seen on the USA Denmark.
It looks like
team
it
here.
shouldn't be possible. It always blows my mind.
That was a lot of movement backwards
I mean,
here.
that made like
So
a
we're
nut-
at T line. We're 2 rocks past T line.
Yep.
And it ended up
back up top 8.
full 8
Yep.
on top.
Yep.
I don't know if I've ever seen one back up that far.
Yeah. It blows my mind every time I see that. It doesn't look like it looks like it defies physics.
Saw a similar shot to that just a matter of a month or 2 ago. Might have been Eden, I'm not sure, but yeah, it just always blows my mind. And catch it at the right angles and get that shot to back up. And, pretty fun to watch. I think it's 9. Punch it in. I'll confirm it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep. Alright, guys, we're almost there.
So we're going to leave the stream on here for the rest of this game. I think Brian and I are going to sign off for the evening. We'll let you watch the conclusion of this game. We'll be back. Well, at least the stream will be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. I'll be joining sometime in the afternoon for commentary. Some of you are going to be ecstatic about that. But
Yep. Be back 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
yeah, we appreciate everybody listening. It's been a pleasure. It's been a blast. We love talking curling, and even if it's just to ourselves. But cheers, guys. Good curling to everybody out there, and come back tomorrow and see the progression of this 5 and under here at TCC. Thank you and good night.
Keep it up. Good work, Dave.
You too, buddy.
What do we? Freezing. Freezing.
Yes. Got some batteries. All right, sounds good, John. We got it. Let's roll.
Gotta go for light.
Yep. Hurry! Hurry, you got it. Come on. All right, you're good. Yeah, that was a good one.
Stuck around. Which is very funny. Same thing.
Last one's 60 biscuits.
Firm.
Turn! Yes. Sorry.
Heavy. Okay.
Yep. Come on! Hurry! Hurry!
Nothing else in me. Okay. Hurry. I'll try to come around. Left that one in? Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's the other one. Not even about playing Michael Lock chairs. I guess we're doing the same thing. I said you guys score. Sorry, I had to get used to throw it not stabilized. Second one I don't want to, but you made me sweep a shit in there. Outside.
Maybe I do.